the Cleveland Browns may be in trouble, but hey, at least the Philadelphia Eagles looked good on Sunday. And yes, it wasn't the prettiest of wins, but we got to remember, it's not like the Browns have one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. Yeah, happy I could remind you of that. But also, good to see the Eagles back in on the win column after Nick Sirianni's haircut that everybody's reporting on, or at least a couple of people are reporting on. Why are we doing this? There's just some things that we don't need to report. But anyway, we're getting off track here. So the Philadelphia Eagles took down the Cleveland Browns 20-16 on Sunday to move to 3-2 on the season and staying in the win column. And now we are ready to put together our latest edition of Flyers and Flops after the Eagles bye week. So let's jump right into it. So with that being said, this was a big-time game as far as really getting back on track, beating a somewhat quality opponent, even though the Browns' offense has been lethargic in the last, since the beginning of the season. You got to give it to the Eagles. They came out on offense and absolutely took care of business. The first winner to me is Jalen Hurts. Now, again, I completely understand that Jalen Hurts has been the subject, or really mainly the Eagles' offense has been the subject of a lot of criticism, but Jalen Hurts balled out today. 16-25, 264, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, also had 14 carries for 33 yards, had some very timely runs when his team needed him to do some different things, and he absolutely took care of business. Also another winner, A.J. Brown. This man might be the man of the match, if you ask me. 6 catches, a buck, 16, and a touchdown. That absolute dot that Hurts dropped into the bucket there late in the game to seal it was just nails. This team is different when A.J. Brown is on the field, and absolutely great job by A.J. Brown throughout the game and everything. Also, Grant Calcaterra had multiple big-time catches, one of them including getting the Eagles out of deep in their own territory early in the game there, and 4 for 67, and the Eagles might have themselves a little bit of a tight end duo, if you will, because yes, Grant Calcaterra can get some different things done. Also, Devontae Smith had that 42-yard touchdown, basically untouched, and 3 for 64 in a tutty was Devontae Smith. And you know, this offense, as far as everything went, like it was a really good day to throw the football. I don't think that Jalen Hurts was pressured all that often, and I think it was only 1 sack that was allowed by Saquon. Don't worry, we'll get into that in losers or flops, if you will. Oh yeah, ours is called Flyers and Flops for the Eagles. Anyway, so yes, Saquon 18 for 47. You also had Kenneth Gainwell, who had some big time carries, 3 for 23, including that huge one. I think it was the one that got them that first down that led to that score. And then also Jahan Dotson had a 13-yard carry as well. Looked good there. Another winner, or flyer, if you ask me, is the defense. I know that the Browns are lethargic, and I know that their offense needs some work, and I know that Deshaun Watson needs to sit. But this defense did what we needed it to do from the very beginning, and you absolutely love to see it. From Nakobe Dean, who had 12 tackles on the day, to, 5-6 sacks on the day. You also had Cooper DeJean in there, multiple plays, like we'll get to him in a second. But, this defense was fast, it was stopping the run, and it was getting after it. Now, yes, the Browns did get some runs throughout the day and everything. I believe they ran for over 100 yards and everything. But I still think that it was good enough to... you got to give a lot of credit to this defense. You absolutely, for the most part, shut the Browns down. Didn't score an offensive touchdown, by the way. And, yeah, just fantastic job by that defense. And Cooper DeJean, huge flyer, if you ask me. So 6 tackles, was credited with half a sack, but multiple pressures. Them bringing him off the edge is going to be a huge thing for this defense. And... yeah, they might have themselves a secret weapon there on the edge from Cooper DeJean. Like Josh Sweat had a sack. Like we said, there was multiple pressures. Nolan Smith had a sack. You also had Bryce Huff had half a sack. Jalen Carter with a sack. Milton Williams and also Thomas Booker, the fourth out there getting things done. Like, you just really got to give this defensive line a lot of credit because it got after it, stopped the run, and to my recollection, as far as turnover, they didn't get a pick, but overall they were shutting people down and getting absolutely after it. You love to see it. Moro Ojomo was another guy. So he was not credited with any sacks or anything. I don't even know that he was even credited with a tackle, but he had some huge pressure on Deshaun Watson that led to the half sack for Cooper DeJean and company and Bryce Huff. But also the play after that, he was in the backfield making plays. This D-line got after it today. Absolutely ate the Browns' lunch. Losers or flops. The special teams, like you get a punt blocked that basically made it a tie game right before halftime, or like right at halftime, and it's just special teams got to clean it up. Also, Saquon Barkley pass blocking. So, how in God's name do you go from a 3rd and 1 to, I think it was that missed field goal? Like, you have your prime opportunity there. Why are we not giving it to Saquon? Why are we not running an option? Why are we not running a tush push that I don't think one got stopped for a long time, if ever, to my recollection? And just terrible play calling, if you ask me. Because that really did stop the drive, that really did kind of hurt you a little bit. And I get it. Also, maybe some it had to do with right before the half. You don't want to waste a bunch of time. I get that, but there was so many other better play calls we could have went with there. But yes, this is also one thing to remember, that the Browns do have one of the best defensive lines in the league. Run blocking. So there was no holes. There was absolutely nothing that the Eagles could do. Yes, they did have their, they did get over 100 yards rushing between everything, but Saquon was kind of lethargic through most of the day, allowed that sack and everything. But I mean, there were no really big runs that really separated this offense, but really didn't matter at the end of the day because Jalen Hurts was able to really take things into his own hands and make things happen. But if we're going to play big teams, we can't rely on Jalen Hurts the entire time. This running game has to get going as well. But also, the offensive line looked really good. You got to give them another Flyers there, if you ask me. So overall, hey, the Eagles getting a big time win over the Cleveland Browns, 3-2, looking good. I'm looking to build upon it. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you in the next video.